Russian pilots humiliate NATO. 4 Patriot missiles, 4 attempts to shoot down the Russian Su-34 bombers, and all of them failed. What you're about to see will change everything you thought you knew about NATO's technological supremacy. Russian pilots made a mockery of NATO. The Russian Su-34 pilots achieved the incredible. They turned the most advanced air defense on the planet into a useless attempt. In seconds, you will see a video that went viral showing the feat of the Russian army. In the heart of the conflict in Ukraine, where the sky is a constant battlefield, what many considered impossible happened. A confrontation that exposed the limits of the world's most advanced air defense and revealed the resilience and skill of Russian pilots. The Su-34s multi-role fighter bombers known as Utenok soared through the sky amidst unprecedented crossfire. With each mission, these aircraft become clear targets for the latest generation anti-aircraft systems provided to Ukraine by the United States and its NATO allies. Patriot missiles, hailed as the technological jewel of Western defense, were launched with the promise of turning Su-34s into smoldering debris. However, what happened next surprised the entire world. Russian pilots, masters in the art of combat survival, not only dodged 1 Patriot missile, but 4. 4 missed opportunities for the Ukrainian defense, 4 resounding failures that were recorded in a recording that quickly went viral. In that sequence, you can feel the tension, the chaos, and above all, the courage of those on the front lines of combat. Every alert in the cockpit was a reminder of imminent danger. "Missile inbound!" shouted the voices in the headphones as the lights on the dashboard flickered in warning. But the Russian pilots, with professional calm, responded with bold and precise maneuvers. Extreme accelerations, tight turns, unpredictable movements, a true dance in the air where every decision was a matter of life or death. As the Patriots failed one after another, the sky became a theater of war that defied all logic. The West's most advanced technology was humbled by the skill, the experience, and the courage of the Russian pilots. Not only did they dodge the missiles, but they returned to their base unharmed and victorious, in an act that defied expectations and called into question the effectiveness of modern anti-aircraft systems. The Patriot system, the promise that crumbles. The Patriot air defense system has been touted as a tool capable of neutralizing any air threat. From airplanes to ballistic missiles, its deployment in Ukraine represented for the West a demonstration of power and technological superiority. The Ukrainians relied on these systems, confident that they would provide a decisive advantage against the Russian Air Force. However, the results told a different story. Every missile launched and failed represented not only millions of dollars wasted, but also a severe blow to the narrative of invincibility that the West has tried to impose. The image of the Su-34s returning unscathed exposed the vulnerabilities of a technology that, although advanced, is not foolproof. Maneuvers to the limit, the expertise of Russian pilots. What was truly amazing in this confrontation was the skill of the Russian pilots. With each Patriot missile launched, the Su-34 crew reacted with precise and calculated movements, always looking for a way to escape the impact. The procedure was clear. Upon detecting the launch of an enemy missile, the pilots accelerated their engines to maximum power, performing extreme maneuvers that confused the Patriots' guidance systems. Every sharp turn, every sudden change in altitude and speed was a measured response to maximize their chances of survival. On the ground, support teams monitored the development of the confrontation in real time. Radars detected each launch and provided crucial information to the pilots, allowing them to react at the right time. This perfect synchronization between air and ground units was key to the success of the Su-34s. The trust and camaraderie between the pilots and their support teams made possible what many considered impossible. It was not just about technical skill, but also about discipline, coordination, and an unwavering commitment to the mission. NATO Humiliation. For Ukraine and its allies, the failure of the Patriot missiles was not just a technical defeat, it was a public humiliation. The technology in which they had placed their faith was exposed, showing that even the most advanced weapons have limits when faced with human experience and skill. 4 missiles failed to hit the Su-34s, turning what should have been a victory for air defense into a demonstration of the West's vulnerabilities. Each failed launch not only cost millions of dollars, but also undermined confidence in a system that is supposed to be foolproof. The recording of this confrontation quickly went viral. Published by Russian military channels, the video became a testament to the reality on the front lines. In each frame, you could see the heat of the moment, the roar of the engines, the impossible turn of the fighters, the glint of the missiles passing by. But the most impressive thing was the composure of the Russian pilots. In the midst of chaos, they responded with calm and professionalism, demonstrating that their training and experience could overcome any challenge. This confrontation became a symbol of Russian resistance in the sky. While the West relied on brute force and technological superiority, the SU-34s responded with intelligence, skill, and courage. The story of the SU-34s dodging Patriot missiles is not just a combat story. It is a lesson about the limits of technology and the value of the human factor on the battlefield. It is a reminder that war is not always won by the one with the most resources, but by the one who is best prepared and has the will to resist. As the Russian fighters returned to their base triumphant, the echoes of the Patriots' failure resonated around the world. The humiliation was not only in the missiles that failed, but in the demonstration that sometimes experience and courage can do more than any machine. The sky is still the theater of war, and today the Russian pilots showed who really dominates it. From his leadership in planning operations to his influence on troop morale, Putin has been a key figure in Russia's resistance. Throughout the conflict, Putin has maintained a constant presence. His speeches have served to strengthen the resolve of his forces and send clear messages to allies and adversaries alike. In his speeches, he addresses not only the military but the entire nation, unifying the spirit of resistance and sacrifice. His strategic decisions have been essential in planning and executing military operations. Under his command, Russian forces have adopted innovative and adaptable tactics, turning challenges into opportunities and limiting the enemy's technological advantages. Furthermore, we cannot underestimate the impact of his leadership on troop morale. Russian soldiers, inspired by their commander-in-chief, have shown a resilience and courage that has surprised the entire world. Putin's figure represents not only Russian military might, but also the unwavering will of a nation that refuses to surrender. Putin has been the architect of a strategy that combines brute force with tactical intelligence. His influence is felt in every corner of the battlefield. Russian resistance is not only measured in planes and missiles, but in the ability of a leader to inspire and guide his people in times of adversity.